Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Bee and I'm so glad you guys have decided to come. Today, I hope everyone is doing well and is feeling well. Today's video is going to be on this lovely box I have right here, and it is from the one and the only, oh, it doesn't say it on the box, but it's from Colourpop. So they recently just launched the Making Mauves palette collection, and I actually did not get that one because I was not into it. At the same time that they were launching the Making Mauves collection, they actually relaunched the Nude Crush Collection, which it's two different collections together. So it's the Nude Mood and the Blush Crush collection. And originally I just wanted to pick up the palettes. I didn't want to pick up the whole collection, but the palette sold out like that. So I was like, okay, what do I do? The only other option was to get the collection. So here I am. I got the collection. Also got 2 out of the 5 sponges. So I got the green sponge, which is the complexion sponge, and I got the pink sponge, which is the detail sponge. Pink sponge, the detail one, is kind of similar to the Dose of Color sponge in shape. So I like it. It's a little dense. And then the complexion sponge is shaped like the Beauty Blender. It has a flat bottom and a flat edge right here. It has a point. It feels different. I think the material feels different. So the detail sponge is a lot softer and more porous, whereas the complexion sponge is a little bit more densely packed. I don't know, it is a little bit different, but anyway, I'm not going to use sponges today in my video, or do I? No, I'm not. I'm not using sponges in my video today, actually. So I will make a different video dedicating the usage of these sponges, but I thought they were cute. I have this package, and this one. So the small little set is the Just a Tint lip crayons, which, if you guys know by now, these are a favorite of mine. I love that they are hydrating. They're hydrating, they're comfortable, they give just a light of wash color, they're really easy to apply, they're just no fuss, no mess, no monkey business. I don't even know if that made sense. But yeah, so this one is the Blush Crush version. The Blush Crush collection. And it's called The Sweetest Thing. And then this one is from the Nude Mood, which is called Can't Bear It, as in bare skin. So I will do swatches of these at the end of the video so that you guys can see that. I'm sure you guys have, but I wanted to review this collection, so you're just gonna have to see it again. Next, I have the Super Shock highlighters in this huge pan packaging, which I think is super duper adorable. I mean, look at this. There we go. I think these are so cute. This one is the Nude Crush one, and it's called The Real Thing. It's so pretty. It is a plastic component, and it is in like this really pretty peachy nude color. So this one is, like I said, from the Nude Mood collection in The Real Thing. The Blush Crush Collection Super Shock highlighter is this one right here. It is in a light pink component, if you can see. Hold on, come on. Yes, so it's in a light pink component, and this one is called You're a Catch, and this is what it looks like here. Come on, there you go. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of marbly, not really, but these components actually remind me of the Marc Jacobs one. So I'm gonna grab that one just to compare sizes. Here is the Marc Jacobs one next to the Colourpop one. I'm gonna put the Marc Jacobs one right behind it, and they are literally the same size. The Marc Jacobs one is slightly heavier. It feels there's a little bit more weight to it. And then the way that you open it, the Marc Jacobs one has a little button that you push. And let's see which one holds more. Actually, the Marc Jacobs ones does. So this one, the Colourpop one, has 9 grams, and the Marc Jacobs one holds 10 grams. I think just overall, I think the plastic that they used for the Marc Jacobs one is just a little bit heavier. And of course, the star of the entire show. This one is Nude Mood and this one is Blush Crush. So these are actually super cute. I think they're very complimentary to the Going Coconuts palette, which you guys know that I have. It's a different component. It is a cardboard component as opposed to the Going Coconuts one. It is a plastic component. And these actually do not contain a mirror, which the Going Coconuts palette does have a mirror in it. And just so that you guys could see comparisons, I'm gonna hold them all up. Again, I think, there you go. So this one is Nude Mood. This one right here is Going Coconuts, and this one right here down below is the Blush Crush. Get out of there. So here you have it. I think all of these pair so well together, and honestly, if you look at all three of these together, it looks like the Bare Necessities palette. So, and I don't have the Bare Necessities palette just because I'm not really into like big giant palettes like that anymore. I love these little 9-pan palettes. I think they're great. I think because I already did a 2 Going Coconuts makeup look, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Blush Crush one today. It's a little bit pinkier, a little bit girlier, a little bit more spring, if you will. So I'm gonna use this on my eyes today. I am just going to pick up a Morphe M441. Let's go into the shade Cheek to Cheek, which is this one right down here, and I am just going to put this all over my crease. So this shade is very pink. It reminds me of like a watermelon shade, like a deeper watermelon shade almost. Pink lemonade, I don't know. It's very pink is what I'm trying to say. I think this is a really pretty color. I think this is a really pretty palette, which is why I ultimately wanted it. Like I said, if you have the Going Coconuts palette and you wanted to pick up these two as well, I think they're all very complementary to each other. And, you know, of course you can do separate looks, but also if you did not want to pick all three of these palettes up, I think you could pick up the Bare Necessities palette, which pretty much is, I would say that the Bare Necessities palette would cover all of these colors for sure. They may not be exactly all the same colors, but they're the same tones, they're the same like shade family, so you're not really missing out either way if you don't get the individual 9-pan palette. So yeah, I just put that shade Cheek to Cheek all over my crease, and I kind of went a little bit down on my lid, not too much, but you know, we'll fix it, we'll correct it, we'll blend it all out, no big deal. Okay, so I don't always do this because I'm not very good at this, but I think I want to do a halo eye, and so I am actually going to build it up slowly. I'm going to go into this shade right here called How Rouge. It's kind of a deep mauvier shade. It does have some glitter flecks in it, which I'm a little concerned about, but not too terribly much. I'm just going to build that on the outer third and the inner third. And now I'm just adding this in my inner third right here, just to kind of build up the color. I want to get a nice little gradient going and kind of round it out there, now that it's nice and deep on the outside. Okay, so with an even smaller brush, I might be regretting this, but with an even smaller brush, I'm going to go into the shade Blush Wine right here. It's much deeper than How Rouge, and it has much more glitter in it. So I'm going to actually pick it up, tap it off. Hopefully all the glitter will fall off when I tap it off, and then I'm going to build up the outer corner just a little bit more to give it more depth, because I'm looking for more depth. I'm just going to do the same thing where I'm patting it on where I want it to be, and then slowly blending it in windshield wiper motions. So because this brush is pretty densely packed and it's small, the color is super concentrated in the area that I want it to be at. and it is translating exactly the way that I want it to. All right, going back in, and honestly, tapping it off did kick up all of the, not all, but it kicked off all of the glitter. So I shouldn't have too much glitter fall out on my face, and that's ultimately what I'm trying to avoid anyway, so it works out for me. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into my original brush with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend these all together. Okay, perfect. It looks very nice. Okay, so I am going to use glitter glue, and I'm just gonna add a little bit on the center. I am going to pick up a flat brush though, because I want to apply this with a brush. Yes, just so that I get the most accurate. So I just have a tiny bit of glitter glue on the tip, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to look down, place that glitter glue right on the center, and then look up, and right there in that fold where the glitter glue touches, that's where I'm going to kind of bring all the glue all the way up to, so that the colors will shine through. It's kind of like a halo cut crease almost, but not really, because I'm not really good at those. Okay, so there's that. And I am actually going to go into the shade Blossom Up. It's this one right here, and I'm going to apply it with my finger, actually. It's like this really pretty, like, very peach shade. I'm just tapping it right on the center. That shade has it has like a really pretty, like, pinky shift to it. It's like a golden pink shift. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into that blush wine shade with that smaller brush, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna just blend the outside and just make sure that everything is nice and blended on the edges. So you don't want any harsh lines here, so I'm just tapping and blending. All right, and then I'm gonna go into that How Rouge shade, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna blend the top. And then we're gonna go back into Cheek to Cheek on our regular brush, on our first brush, and blend everything from edge to edge. Excellent. We are getting somewhere, people, and I'm loving it. Okay, and on the flat brush, I am going to pick up the shade Lovesick. It's this one right here. It's basically a bone shade, and I'm gonna put that on my under eye. It's like a peachy bone shade. Under my brow. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it under my brow. I'm gonna finish up the other eye, put on some liner, lashes, mascara, probably do my complexion. We'll try the highlighters and then the lip combos, and then I will give you my final thoughts on the entire collection. P.S. I really like it, so spoiler alert. Okay, we'll be back. Very quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line since we already have the complexion on, which is looking really nice thanks to Pat McGrath. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and do some bronzer. I do have a Colourpop bronzer, but I didn't feel like pulling it out, so I'm actually just going to use my Fenty Beauty one because it was like right here. I do have the Going Coconuts bronzers, and like I said, I just didn't feel like grabbing them because they're just in my things, and I just did not feel like getting it out. I am ready for summertime. Who else is ready for summertime? Who else is ready for things to start going back to normal. I am. Okay, so bronzer is on. Okay, and for blush, I am still loving this Milani blush, you guys. I cannot get enough of it, so I am just gonna keep using it. This is the Blossom Time Rose blush. And like I said in my last video, it just has this really nice golden flush to it. It's like this peachy golden. It kind of matches the color on my lid. Here are the two highlighters. This one again is The Real Thing in the Nude Mood palette, and this one is You're a Catch in the Blush Crush. So I have these two right here. I'm gonna swatch both of them. They are the Super Shock Cheek formula, which I absolutely love. They are just so reflective. My favorite Super Shock Cheek is Flexitarian. These are the two shades right here. Let me see if I can get really good swatches of them. So the top one is The Real Thing, and the bottom one is You're a Catch. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just stick to the blush crush theme and use You're a Catch. You're a Catch. I'm actually just going to use my fingers since I love using my Super Shock cheeks that way. So I'm just going to give it a nice little swatch and just pat it on right in here. Corner of my eye, and then kind of bring it up just above my eyebrow. So these highlighters are not for the faint of heart. So if you are not somebody who loves like a beaming highlight, this is not for you. That's the highlight. It looks amazing. I am gonna add a little to the bridge of my nose. I'm actually gonna use The Real Thing to the bridge of my nose because I think that'll be really cute. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit right here. Now for the lip swatches. We are gonna start off with the Can't Bear It. Alright you guys, that is going to complete today's makeup look. I hope you enjoyed me using and unboxing the Nude Crush palettes. I love it. Actually, it's called the Nude Crush Collection with the Nude Mood palette collection and the Blush Crush collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. If you guys want to see more from me, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want me to review next, please leave them in the comment section down below. Everything that I applied on my face will be in the description box. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are well and happy, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.